The first point I wanted to make is, how do we make marriage easy? Because this is the way of shaitan. You know what the way of shaitan is? Shah Waliullah Dahalbi rahimahullah put it so brilliantly. The way of shaitan in a society is, you make the haram easy and you make the halal difficult.
In Islam, when you get married, you are entering into what is called a covenant. A covenant, in the Quran, Allah calls it mithaqan ghalidha. It is a promise and a sealed agreement between you and that person that you are marrying. The Quran calls it a firm covenant in chapter 4 verse 21, meaning a firm covenant of fidelity. What is fidelity? Fidelity is the opposite of infidelity, which means strict and continuing faithfulness to an obligation, trust, duty and loyalty to one another. Under Allah's name. When you get married, you're doing it under Allah's name. Why under Allah's name? It means that it is under His authority, the boundaries He set between you, and with His blessings.
When Allah says, get young people married, or get non-married people married, allow them to get married, this is a broad commandment. And who does it apply to? You would think it applies to people, okay, once this boy has graduated from school, once he's got a good job, once he's got a good amount of savings, once he's got a little bit of the return on investment paid back to his parents, once he's done all this and this, and once everybody else in the family is taken care of, then we'll think about getting him married. Because if we get him married right now, all of his attention will go to his wife. We're not going to get anything.
How can I get to know somebody in a halal manner? Because unfortunately, a lot of the youth think that Islam is, you don't see the person you want to marry, it's just you meet on the wedding day and khalas, you get married. And obviously we know that's not the case.
In Islam, it's actually a sunnah to see your spouse. You speak to the person, you meet them. But it must be under supervision so that you're not abused, I tell you. So if you have a girl, for example, she's seen a brother, it can happen and she's interested. The best way of doing it is you get hold of your own brother, your father, they will look and they will then introduce you officially. I'm here, for example, and you can be seated there and have a nice chat, mashallah, coffee, a tea. I might not be able to listen in to exactly what you guys are saying, but mashallah, you're under the eye. There's no kissing, no touching, no nothing, because why? There can't be emotions at that stage. You're talking, you're discussing. What do you like, what do you not like? You see how the person speaks, how they look, they stand, how tall, short, all these things. It's permissible to look at these things, okay?
If you're a guy, here are the 4 most important questions to ask a girl before marrying her. Number 1, when was the last time you slept through Fajr? You ask this because this will determine how important Salah is in her life. Number 2, what is your relationship like with your father? You want her to have respect for her father, even if she doesn't have a good relationship with him. Number 3, what's the nature of your relationship with men in general? That includes colleagues, uni students, etc. You want her to have minimal relationship with other men, ideally. And number 4, if we're about to go out and you're wearing makeup or clothes that I'm not comfortable with, and I tell you to take the makeup off or change your clothes, what will you say to that and what will be your reaction? You ask her this to see if she will be humble and obedient. Because if she's showing signs of disobedience before marriage, then most likely she will be a lot worse once married. I mean, look, everyone's different, and other than the question about the prayer, they may or may not be deal breakers for you. But I feel these are some of the questions you must ask. May Allah bless all those who are searching right now. Ameen.
In many families, the moment she turns into a teenager, they start getting like, I need to get rid of my responsibility. It's like a disease in your home that you want to just get rid of.
Now, sometimes people find it difficult to get married. They begin to lose hope. Connect and reconnect with revelation. You will realize that everything happens at the right time. If Allah has delayed it, it's for a reason. If Allah has blocked it, it is for a reason. If Allah has not allowed it, it is for a reason. And every time the reasoning of Allah is superb.